Is Zach LaVine making it hard for the Chicago Bulls to trade him? Y'all know we got to talk about that. And then to end the show, we're going to talk about Nikola Vucevic. Is he leaving plays out there on the court that he should be taking more advantage of? Y'all know we're going to talk about it, break it down, but you got to hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, CDubb. How you doing, boy?
I'm feeling good. Did we just get another 3-game winning streak in a season? Wow.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Yes.
But hey, if y'all tuning in with us today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. But hey, CDubb, now we on to the meat and potatoes of the show. Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, his last few games has been fitting in pretty damn well. And a lot of things considered. We seen reports come out saying that Zach has no trade market, with the last report pretty much saying that the market is pretty much non-existent and the Bulls might have to add assets just to trade him. So all things considered, the reports, his play with the Chicago Bulls, is Zach LaVine making it hard for the Chicago Bulls to trade him?
First, I'm going to say yes, he's definitely making it hard for the Chicago Bulls to trade him. But I'm not going to say in a negative light. It's not because he's playing poorly. And I just don't believe there's not a market out there for Zach LaVine. He is an incredible talent. I would just not believe that. Let's just look at the last 5 games for the Bulls. And Zach LaVine has been trying to fit in with this team. And I think he's been fitting in pretty nicely. There's still a ways to go. There's still some hiccups here now and then, but he is acclimating himself with the team absolutely wonderfully since they made this change in the way of play. Zach LaVine, if you look at his rebounds and assists, they have went up, if you can believe it, in these 5 games that he's returned from his injury. He's also scoring at a nice clip. Kind of very efficient in most games. He had a couple games where he wasn't that efficient. And guess what he did, nephew? He stopped shooting. He stopped at 8 shots, and he did other things to help his team win. Zach LaVine will only get better as he tries to acclimate himself with this new way of team of playing, i.e. the Kobe White is the number 1 option, and let him make the plays. I just think he fits, and I think there will not be a trade for Zach LaVine because he is a great fit with this iteration of the Chicago Bulls. That's why I think it won't be a trade, not because it's not a team out there that don't want a great talent like Zach LaVine. Sure, his number is crazy at a max contract, but he's still one of the top 30 players in the NBA.
Facts, and I think those are all good points. And I like to point out that Zach LaVine right now, at least when it's trades that's being talked about, when you talk about being trading for Zach LaVine, the offers have been like you might see one player in there that you might want to consider, but nothing has really been that intriguing in my mind. And CDubb, did you know in the last 5 games, Zach LaVine hasn't been the leading scorer of any of them?
Yeah.
In any of them. But CDubb, this is where it stands out at, to where you said that Zach LaVine is doing other things. In 2 of the last 5 games, he was the leading guy for assists on the Chicago Bulls. And one of the leaders in one of the games for rebounding. And CDubb, I also think that when you look at Zach LaVine and how he's been playing, you got to look at that. You got to look at all things considered. Me personally, I might be going out on a limb here, CDubb. But Kobe White and Zach LaVine could be the next dynamic duo, in my opinion.
No,
The
nephew,
Bulls
don't.
got to look at that.
Yeah.
And the contract, he's still under contract. You don't have to get rid of him.
No.
You could still make sure he honors that contract. We gave him this money for a reason. And he's shown that he is willing to allow other guys do other things, and he could just chip in wherever he needs to chip in. That Houston Rockets game, defensively, that's probably one of the best games I've ever seen Zach LaVine defend. So you got to consider that. And one last point, CDubb. I don't think, if you're looking at things contract wise, you got more questions about DeMar DeRozan than Zach LaVine. For the simple fact, Zach LaVine is locked up for the next few years. And
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan, he don't have to sign here at the end of the season. It's a point that you've been making the entire season.
Yeah.
And I think it bodes true right now.
Yeah. That's a great point, nephew. And I agree with all of those. And I'll even go a step far with Zach LaVine. I'm glad all of this stuff is happening to Zach LaVine, even to him demand being okay with the Bears, with the Bulls pursuing the trade, him being injured and having to watch the Bulls play without him, them being successful, him coming back and having to find his niche with this team. I think this is all great in the maturity of Zach LaVine's game. Because all of Zach LaVine's career, since he's been with the Chicago Bulls, always asked for him is to be a scorer. And he did that pretty well. To only drop 50-point games. He's been averaging 22 to 25 points per game each season with the Chicago Bulls. Now we need Zach LaVine to overall round out into a basketball player now. We want you scoring, but also we want you to do other things. We want you to play defense. We want you to play, make, set people up. We want you to get rebounds. We want you to be a basketball player, not a scorer. And you have seen that from Zach LaVine, and then all culminating into that great game against the Houston Rockets. That is a great stat line from Zach LaVine. 25 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. That's a basketball player stat line. You did not see that from Zach LaVine in his previous years. Now, if we can get that on a consistent basis from Zach LaVine, there's no limit to what this team can be, and there's no limit to the accolades in levels that Zach LaVine can reach in his career.
Yeah, and I think that's a valid point. I think, and that's why I think that the decision has to be a good decision, because let's just say, for the sake of discussion, if the Bulls do say, hey, we're gonna trade Zach LaVine to the Lakers for D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Fishano Hood, or whatever his name is, I don't mean to be disrespectful, in a 2029 first round pick. Listen to that, y'all.
That don't
It
even
doesn't
sound right.
move you. It
don't.
does not move you. And I understand that all trades, somebody's going to be the loser. But how bad are you losing with this trade? Because D'Angelo Russell, though he can have great scoring outputs, he's inconsistent. You know, Rui Hachimura, I believe he can fit in, but, you know, is he that win now player the Bulls desire? You know what I'm saying? And then Fashano Hood, excuse me again on the name, that's just not an intriguing thing. And when you can just retain them, and I y'all know me, I was on record, bro want to go, he can go. But then you got to think about the business aspect of it. He's under contract. You ain't got to let him go nowhere.
And I'm not even sure, nephew, that he wants to leave. I'm not sure that he wants to leave. Are we 100% sure that he wants to leave? We heard the pressings. Yeah, go ahead.
I would say this, and I said it on one of the episodes probably like a week or two ago, y'all. Billy Donovan came out and said Zach LaVine ain't been talking about trades. He been talking about how he can help the team.
Yeah.
So you CDubb, you got a point.
Like, who's to say he wants to leave? And Zach LaVine, look now, you know all the physical attributes of the guy. You know he's uber athletic. You know he's a jump shot extraordinaire, especially when he get hot. He can shoot your ass right out of the gym. Zach LaVine is maturing in this game. I don't care if he's 28, 29 years old right now. He is learning himself every game that he plays in the NBA. And this is new. I got to be honest. Even last game, that 10-point performance, 7 rebounds and 6 assists, I think it was. That's an awesome game. 6 rebounds, 7 assists. That's an awesome game. He didn't have it shooting early. He said, I'm going to do other things to make my team win. This is maturity in a basketball player. He's been playing 36 minutes as well. So it may look a little bit over passive at times because he only took 4 shots in last night's game in like the first half. And I was like, damn, that's a little over passive. He only was 1 for 4 on those shots. So I get what you're doing. When I sat back and looked, he was like, okay, I don't want to keep going out there and just gunning shots up and just ruin the team. So he just sat back and just waited for his time because it's eventually going to come back to you. It's the game of basketball. Let the game come to you.
Facts. Absolutely. Let the game come to you and then see what happens. And right now, he's not taking away from the team. He's adding on to the team, in my personal opinion.
He definitely
And you know what I'm saying? He's letting Kobe do his thing. Last night with Ayo turn. He let Ayo cook. He let
yeah.
Vooch cook. He let
Mm-hmm.
DeMar DeRozan against the Warriors cook. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? He let guys, do what they do and just was that fit in piece. Can't be mad at that, bro. Can't be
No,
mad
bro.
at that. Anything left before so we can move on?
But I think I just that Zach. I think Zach go plays at least the entire year this year. I think he plays the year
That's fair.
at least.
I if I bank my money, I would say Zach LaVine does finish off the year, at least finish this year with the Chicago Bulls, unless some crazy trade comes up and the front
Yeah,
office is like, yeah, we gonna do that.
yeah.
But hey, y'all let us know. But hit that comment box. Let us know how y'all feeling about Zach LaVine. Is he making it harder for the Chicago Bulls to trade him with all things considered? The reports, his play, how he's fitting in, et cetera, et cetera. Let us know down below. Now, CDubb, we seen Nikola Vucevic. I believe he had a solid game last night, gave us 24 points. But there are moments in the game to where you feel like Vooch can absolutely take over. And it's a two-sided thing because Vooch, he can absolutely take over. But CDubb, is Nikola Vucevic leaving plays on the court in your opinion, or how you looking at the whole thing?
Okay, let me preface my statements coming up with saying that Nick Vooch had an incredible game last night. 24 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. 3 blocks is crazy from Vooch in 31 minutes. But I wanted this to be a 35-20 game with 5 assists and 3 blocks. I think that Vooch leaves points on the table. He's not taking advantage of his matchups that he have on the court. Just taking point. Wemby didn't play or Nick Collins. Vooch automatically should have been thinking, I'm getting 30 today. Because there is absolutely nobody left on the Spurs to guard him. We do got that guy with a name I'm not going to try to pronounce again because y'all make fun of me. But there was nobody on the Spurs that can stop Nick Vooch. So I think he should take advantage of every matchup that he can take advantage of. And we can have that domination. And maybe we wouldn't have to go to the last second to beat a San Antonio Spurs team that ain't even in the double digits of winning yet. So Nick Vooch, just be more aggressive when it comes to terms of when you have the matchup advantage, bro. That's all I'm asking for Nick Vooch.
For sure. So you pretty much saying that Nikola Vucevic in most cases should be more aggressive depending on his matchups.
Absolutely. When he got small forwards and guards on him, when he got no name centers on him, like who on the Spurs was guarding him last night? We don't know. I know his name, but I'm not gonna try to pronounce it.
Say it.
You gotta Melakalakalaka. You gotta you gotta take advantage of them matchups, bro.
You do have to take advantage of those matchups, but it's a two-sided thing. Again, it's one of those things where you're like, man, you want him to be aggressive, but you also don't want him to, take away. You don't want him to go away from the things that makes him such a good center, in a sense. And I would say that Vooch really, in certain situations, you see him struggle to back down people, even smaller guys. Like even just hard dribbling in the same spot. So
Yeah.
I can see it though, but you definitely want your guy when he has the matchup that's in his favor. You want him to be able to dominate him. You
Yeah,
want him to be
agreed.
able to dominate those matchups because it really the game shouldn't have come down to Vooch having to hit the dagger three, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
he hit it.
but we just got to take it for what it is. To be honest, just got to take it for what it is. Because I mean, Vooch has. I think he had some nice scoring output games where I think he had like 30 before. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't. I
You ain't
don't
putting
think
too
that's
much stock
in
in it.
his. Yeah, I don't think that's in his character.
What, to dominate a guard that's trying to guard you in the post?
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh, come on, dude.
If I,
It is so easy, man. Get
you
those
know, I always
points,
talk about
boo.
wasted height. People
Yeah.
waste height.
The nephew
God
always
ain't
talking
blessed me
high.
with the height that most people got, and they waste it. And they waste it all the time. They waste their height. It's literally 6'7" dudes that work at certain establishments, and I'd be like, bro, you supposed to have been a forward or a tight end somewhere. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? That's just how I be looking at it. So some people just waste height. I'm a short dude with a lot of heart. It's some big dudes that's gentle giants for some reason. Ain't that some shit?
Nephew, you crazy, bro. Why you guys go whole height against everybody taller than you, gang?
What do
How
y'all
you
know about short people? Y'all say we all mad and angry. Not me. At least I try to make the short people look good, but golly, can you tall people make the tall people look good by showing some heart and some domination? And that's not a shot at Vooch. I'm just saying it's just a general statement. Let's make that clear.
Don't be 6'5" and work at McDonald's and be around my nephew, bro. He gonna fucking chew
I'm
your
gonna be
ass
like,
alive.
man, let me get this thick piece for my daughter, boy. What is you doing? I'm just upset. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go order at the kiosk because you bogus. Cause you bogus. I'm ordering at the kiosk. I don't even want to talk to you right now. Just hand me my food and tell me to have a nice day.
My nephew, you crazy, bro. Nick Vooch, bro. God, I know y'all thinking like, damn, CDubb, you petty as hell. He dropped 24 and 17. It could have been 35 and 20. Go, don't leave shit on the table, Vooch. Maybe we wouldn't have to struggle for a win. That's it.
I feel you on that because you never know what could have happened. Could have drew more fouls, et cetera, et cetera. But hey, CDubb, you got anything left, bro?
No, we on our way to 5K. I think we like 40 away.
We almost there,
messing
y'all.
with the guys. We almost there, y'all. Appreciate you guys.
All right, y'all. Make sure you subscribe here for all your latest Bulls content. If you want to call in and give your take so you can be a part of our mailbag episodes, the voice line is right there in the middle of your screen, 773-242-9219. It's another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. I'm Bobby. That's CDubb. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.